Hello, and welcome to Fourth Dimension Tarot. My name is Maria. I am your Sherpa this evening. Well, it's almost here, almost to a weekend. Thank you, God. Almost done. I figured I'd get you one more reading before I do the upcoming weekly energy read per zodiac sign. So this is going to be a collective read for the weekend. What does a weekend have to offer you? If you found this reading, it might be meant for you. Only you will know. Spirit, tell me a little bit about what's going on for the people that watch us. What can the team get this weekend? What can they look forward to? I want to thank everybody for their comments. Oh my goodness. And the subscriptions. Your subscriptions, I got to tell you, if I could just take a moment here. I'm not really sure what that means. I'm not doing it for money. I'm not getting money from this. I'm not really about the money. You know me again for 5 minutes. I was told to do this, so that's what I'm doing. I've been ignoring my intuition for years. Y'all, you have no idea. Well, actually you do, because I've gotten quite a few comments about it. By your own journey, and thank you for that, because it just keeps validating what I'm doing here. And so I want to say thank you very much for this journey, for being a part of this journey, for supporting me on this journey. I wore a hat so I could limit the Kris Jenner comments, because I do look a lot like her. Liza Minnelli, there's a few more. Who else? Somebody said Jamie Lee Curtis. She's hot. No. I'm like, okay, Kris ain't bad either. I mean, they're both cute. I'll take them both. Those are, when they compliment you to a gorgeous person, how do you argue with that? You're like, yeah, okay, I'll take that compliment. Well, that's nice. Okay, so we got a couple more cards, please, Spirit. Y'all are watching me. These cards come out. It's not hand or eye. Just pray. And me and my tribe have a conversation. I already know what's going on. And again, if this doesn't resonate, you don't have to leave a comment. It doesn't matter. Find the one that does. I probably have listened to more readings about Cancer that doesn't resonate with me, really, than those that do. So if I'm not your Georgia Peach, I'm sure there's one you'll find. That's okay. All right, here we go. Y'all ready for this? Weekend spread. I like that. The sun. How can you get mad? Yeah, I don't care where you live. I don't care if it's rainy, overcast, snowing, like it's supposed to here in Colorado. It's the freaking sun. It's the happiest card in the deck. The happiest. So this is your energy. Something to look forward to. If you have a little bit of an attitude-y today, go get yourself a cup of coffee and do an attitude adjustment and turn that around a little bit. It's going to be an awesome weekend. All right, your sun. What does that look like, Spirit? First out of the deck, on the top is a reverse Page of Swords. You might be waiting for a conversation or apprehensive, I get, about a conversation that's coming in. You're not looking forward to it. You're a little nervous about it. I think somebody might be nervous about having the conversation or maybe receiving it, but I think having it, going out and initiating it, because they're going to do it anyway. They're going to get on that horse and rush in and have a conversation with somebody that they really are apprehensive about. And of course, I am your nosy reader, so I'm going to find out what this is about, because I want to know. That's really what it's about. Second is a death of some kind. It's been painful. Whatever this is, you're putting it down. Uncle calling in, white towel, throwing it in. Surrender. You're walking away. Now, the cool thing about this can be something you really want to surrender. This might not be something bad. This might be a relationship that's not blossoming, or it's reached its expiration date and you've held on way too long. It can be a job. You're leaving. Friday might be your last day. Congratulations. You're moving on to other things. I also get the sense maybe that you're putting down something that is overdue again. Cigarettes, any other chemical that you shouldn't be putting in your body in large masses. That, it might be something good. Right below it is an inverted, if I can Need a manicure, y'all. It's an inverted 3 of Swords, meaning you're healing from something. So you're putting this down is going to help this heal. This might be also resentment, right? And that's probably why you're happy, is you're walking away from something that didn't fulfill you, and it wasn't serving your highest purpose. It wasn't producing anything lovely or engaging in your life, and you're like, enough, I'm done. And you're healing from it. That's fantastic. This is the best card in my opinion. You're healing. Healing, 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 healing. Not this way. This is bad. No bueno. Yes. Muy. Very nice. Okay. Middle of the spread. You have the High Priestess in the reverse. So this can be somebody that you might have seen as a soulmate. You might have seen this person at one point as a long-standing friend. Intuition might not be on point, because again, this is intuition. And this is not listening to your intuition, or you are listening to your intuition, and it's probably saying slow your roll, but we're gonna rail right over it. I don't know. I think I get the vibe that this is somebody. This is a human being that says that they are religious. I get the sense of religious, or spiritual, or gifted. Maybe they're not, or not as they say they are. There's a false mask here. That's a false mask. They're not being guided. So I don't think it's you not being guided. I think you're leaving somebody. You're walking away from something that doesn't serve you anymore with somebody who maybe has a strong sense of faith or religious faith, something like that. Right beneath there is a Death card. So when I see the Death card, it typically isn't the death of a human, although it can be. I don't get that sense. I get the sense that the relationship, friendship, this could be a family member, it could be a sibling, a cousin, sister, somebody. You're having a falling out, and it's in the upright. So for a moment, you're healing from something, and you're letting go of something, and you're rushing in to have a conversation. And again, I'm going to remind you, overall feeling, I need some comments, y'all. Overall feeling is superb happiness. So whatever this is, it's overdue. You know what I mean? This isn't like a tiff. This is not a tiff. This is a lot of swords in this reading. Lots and lots of them in the back. Okay. Last 4, future. You're coming up. And some of your apprehension is you have a 2 of Swords. You're making a decision. You're cutting things out. And this could be spiritual. But believe it or not, this can also mean new beginnings. You're making a decision, right, for new beginnings. So it's not, that makes sense, right? So if you're cutting out one, by default, you're choosing another. So that's what's happening here. And it's somebody that you're nostalgic with. You're having a conversation. You're walking away from one and walking into the arms of another, it looks like. That's what I think is happening here. So the 6 of Cups is extreme nostalgia, and it's good vibes all around, and it's something that makes you exciting. And again, doesn't have to be a love reading. It's beginning to look like one. I can't help it. I just work here. I'm just telling you. 2 cents an hour. This is how it works. Last 2. King of Swords. I love this guy. This is the pre-emperor. Love me some King of Swords. Let me tell you about this guy. He shows up and he is for real. He ain't playing around. He has a sword drawn. He always carries it. I assume there's probably a holster on the other side of him, but we just can't see it. This is, he's married to my mafia queen. So when I see my mafia queen, she's very much like, come and talk to me, but I do have a sword right here and it's drawn, right? So like, you can come and talk to me, but you better be honest. That's the same feeling. So they match each other. Right below that is, with the King of Swords, is a like period of meditation, and the swords are put away. I love this card too. This is actually a really good reading. There's a lot of healing in this read, y'all. This sword is put down. These 3 are quietly sitting on the shelf. Nobody's using ego. Nobody's in defense. Nobody's having an argument. Nobody is freaking out. This is meditation, prayer, introspective work. They're looking to see what they want. They've done the work. They've cut out things that don't serve them anymore, right? We just explored that. Seems to be they've had some sharp discussion with some people. Again, my opinion, if it's in the center of your read, it's a long-standing relationship. And it had to happen. This was in your timeline to happen. It's not like an opinion. It just had to come to a close. Tell me, Spirit, about the sun. I want to hear about the sun. Holy Spirit, tell us about the sun. Why is the sun here? Why are the readers, the viewers, got the Knight of Cups? Somebody's going to have a conversation about love. What else, Spirit? And Knights are action, so this is love in motion. You know, next week is the big Valentine's Day. I have so many words, but I'm not, they're all inside my mouth. I'm very impressed with myself. I can keep it there. I should put my address on here for those that want to send donuts. Don't send any donuts. I had so many comments about the last read I did. It's my Achilles heel. All right. Oh, we got the Lovers. I cannot make this up, y'all. So we got the Knight of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. And we have the Lovers. That's why you're happy. You're going to go have some donuts. That's what we're calling it. That's what we're going to call it. Those kind of donuts, now those I might consider. All right. This is an above 18 channel. I'm just reiterating that. You need to be at this tall to understand these jokes. All right. So Knight of Wands. Tell me about this Knight of Wands. It's late, y'all. I wanted to get this out before the morning. I wanted to kick off your weekend in a good spirit, even though you're having some harsh conversations. You know what? That's not all bad. You know, like sometimes words just need to be said. All right, clarifying the Knight of Wands. And you know what? I am so sorry. I apologize. The Page of Swords, I didn't realize my faux pas until I just caught this. I was so in the donut joke, I apologize. All right, so earlier today, rewind 5 minutes ago, the Page of Swords is coming in and having a conversation, an honest one. The Page of Wands is somebody who's very passionate about the conversation with the partner. They want to have it. You know what I'm saying. I don't have to spell this out, right? So it's a passionate conversation, an honest one. I'm very excited about this. Good for you. Somebody's having a very honest conversation. Now, it's slow as hell, because it is in the reverse, and it might not be completely honest. I'm gonna keep it real. It should be. Shame on you. Don't hold back. We're all adults here, right? Don't hold back unless it's gritty and grimy and, you know, the body's in the trunk. I don't need to know all that. You keep it to yourself. But remember what I was just saying? Like, this is a passionate conversation. It's not gonna be completely honest. Well, guess who showed up? The Knight of Swords. This is a rushing in conversation fast. And it is honest. Somebody is going to be very honest about their feelings for you, about the shit that went down. Yeah. And we got some anxiety about it. And the Star. You're their wish fulfillment. That's the feeling. It's also the healing card. Right below or right next to this is the one I like to make fun of, and it's the Eight of Swords. This lady's in her head. It's not funny, but she's wrapped up in toilet paper. That's the funny. And the reason why I say that is there's nothing holding her to these swords other than her own stupid insecurity and fear. If she just took the toilet paper off, and the swords would fall down, because that's the only thing holding the sword up, and some sticky mud right there that she's crying with her tears. And right behind it is a castle. And in Tarot, the story is to get to the castle. If there's no anxiety and fear and you remove it, guess what? You're at the castle, you're at your happiness, which is kind of where we started when we started this wonderful little reading to kick you off for the weekend. Okay. I'm so happy you like weird people. I can't tell you how much I love that. All right. Next is we got the Ten of Swords and we got the inverted heart. Ooh, tell me, Spirit, about this inverted heart. Why? Why is this person healing? Oh, we got Temperance. It's going to bring balance back to the relationship. Whatever this is, whatever pain this is, you're finding balance in it. And I was right. It is a Page of Cups. It is a relationship. So somebody's going to come and offer you a brand new beginning to heal this thing and have some honest conversation with you. Tell me about this High Priestess in reverse, Spirit. Okay. Dropping the 9. Ooh, this person has brought a ton of anxiety. 10 is, the 10 of Wands is that giant bundle. One more wand. It's the one I laugh about where I say the straw that broke the camel's back, right? That's the predecessor, the pre-card to the 10. The 10 is, I'm done, I'm out. This is 9. So they're still in a conversation about ending this, and this is the stress that it's causing. We don't even know if it's going to end. We just know that they're stressed. If it were 10, I'd be like, yeah, it's done. But you do have the 10 of swords in the same row. Same combo, it looks like. Tell me more about this death card. Tell me about this death card. It's the only way I like tarot. Some people spread them and they just pick cards. I don't trust it. I'm sorry. For me, they know what they're doing. All right, so the Queen of Wands. This is the death. So the Queen of Wands, as you all know, my VP of Marketing and Business, she wears high heels, stilettos, 6 inches, short skirts, cute, sassy, sexy as hell. Everybody's head turns when she walks in the room. This is that person. It's not lustful, but it is the most lustful queen. She is. She is the one who presents herself as passion. That's what the wands mean, right? So she's the passionate queen. Seems to me that this passionate queen may have, you know, I'm going to just say it. I'm sorry. This spirit, I just work here. Okay. So please keep your comments nice. There might be some discussion about, intention and chaos, maybe some chaos, and they call it magic, but it's chaos intention, creating confusion, illusion, distorted imagery. You know, it's it's just not good. It's just not good. Let's just go there. I don't need to explain a lot, but this seems to be tied with this. This is what Spirit's telling me. This is all tied together, and somebody is putting a big giant fat period to that. Okay. Anything else you want to tell me about death or this Queen of Wands? Just like I said, I just work here. I just read energy, y'all. That's all I'm doing. Okay. Yeah, you're going to have a decision. Actually, that's a lie. That's not a decision. It's an action. This is an action to move forward. He's just discerning. This person is just discerning. It could be a woman. Looks like a guy. I don't know. He's kind of got my haircut. I don't know. Going which way? Which way am I going to go? Am I going to go left to Egypt or right? You know, like it's a significant card. So it's actually, the decision's been made. I apologize. I keep wanting to make it. Maybe you're on the fence about a decision. I keep going back to the 2. The 3 is you made the decision. You're moving. You're just leaving. You're going. You've already made the decision. You're going to Egypt or you're going to Denver. I don't know. But you made the decision. Tell me about this 2 of Swords. Thank you, Spirit. Justice. Woo! Wow, that is crazy. This is a major arcana card. Oh boy, this could not be a more clear reading. So, holy moly. So somebody cut you out, or you got cut out of a relationship by a third party. And it seems to me somebody's awake and they're going to cut out that person and go back to who they were supposed to, who they're really nostalgic about. Okay, tell me more about the 6 of Cups. Spirit. Okay, I just work here. Okay, there's a lot of anxiety in this person's head about coming back. There's nobody in this card, y'all. Not a freaking person. He's just fighting a lot of insecurity, a lot of anxiety. It's creating anxiety everywhere. This conversation is heated, but he's showing up or she's showing up. It's a king, and that's why I keep saying he. It's going back to Soren is drawn. Look at that. He is not playing. He's ready to cut it out, and he wants his 9 of Pentacles. There's only 10. There's only 10. Your max is 10 in Tarot, and he wants his 9. This is a pre-Empress, by the way. And how you become the Empress is you typically get married. So that makes sense. So he wants what I just said. He's leaving. Somehow this got interrupted. There was an injustice done, right? And it was interrupted by somebody, let's say, using lustful actions. We'll just go with that because I'm trying to pretend your kid's in the room and being respectful to all my friends out there. And because of this cutting off and this decision with this inverted high priestess, there's justice that's had. And this is not just this person's opinion. This is not just the person in the conversation or even anybody's opinion. This is a major arcana. This is the divine, and the entire crew got together and had judgment on it back there, and it's now playing out. And this is where there's justice being delivered for that. That's how this works. So there was a court case up in the 5D about this situation, and they said, yeah, I think that's enough. We're going to put an end to this. And they did. Something came down, and it's making you very happy. Congratulations. I expected, like I said in the, donuts on Saturday or $50 in your coat pocket. Like, I'd be thrilled. I would be thrilled. Donuts and $50 in my coat pocket? No way. This is good. This is a great alternative, having closure to something that clearly is injustice. It's an imbalance, a significant one that brought a lot of 10 swords to pain. Holy moly. I'm sorry. I should probably tell you what I'm clarifying because they want to know. King of Swords. I want to clarify this King of Swords. Give me more correct. Let's tell the viewers, who is this King of Swords, Spirit? Tell me more about this King of Swords. Okay, I'll take those. Okay, all right, you ready for this? First one is the Devil. You might know this person. I can't show all the naked people in YouTube. So I want to be clear. So somebody with the Devil does not mean they're Satan. Okay, Satan, but it is representation of like codependency, something with a toxic trait. Could be too much alcohol, too much drugs, too much weed, too much whatever. So when I'm looking at the King of Swords, who's balanced and coming out with a sword drawn, there's an imbalance with this energy. Make sense? So I'm asking, please define the King of Swords. I don't know if this King of Swords is struggling with this. You would know better than me. You know your story. But there's a trace of this within the story, within this group situationship. Four of Pentacles, there's a lack. And this doesn't necessarily mean he's a poor king, but he's been struggling for a long time financially. And this relationship has drained him or her. I just say it's a king. If you know me, if you see me a few times, you know how I read. It's just energy. It's just energy. And it comes off as a sadness by a very great sadness. And it feels like I can't go forward. Like almost like this anxiety is directly related to I don't have enough. I have nothing to offer. My hands are empty. That's the vibe. To go get my queen who is in, like I want to go get her, but I don't feel like I have enough. That's this card. I'm lack. And this can also mean self-centered selfishness. They do have enough and they just haven't given it. And that might be the Devil. He's been a stingy little bitch. He's doesn't want to share in the sandbox with all of his toys. And he has all the fun toys too. So that sucks, But we have an honest conversation and it's going to bring in the wheel. That's pretty awesome. So this is a Wheel of Fortune. This is what the Divine's been waiting for, y'all. This honest conversation is actually going to bring in this divine fortune. So when the Wheel of Fortune shows up, okay, it's usually when the chapter is closed. So I believe that the world was probably here prior to this, and this is residual karma that needed to play out. My personal opinion, because I don't see a wheel and I don't see a Fool card. So we're in that middle space where your divine team is just waiting for you to make a decision. Like, where are we going? What are we doing? Because there's multiple timelines you can jump on. You can create your own destiny, right? You choose. You have self-will. You can go any way you want. Well, if you go with Betty or Joe, you're going to go this way. If you go with Susie or Steve, you're going to go that way. And the other one fades. It's closed. You made a decision. Right here, next to the Justice card. Right? When you make that decision, you get all the benefits, actually probably in that same space, whether you made the decision or not. You can sit on it and not make the decision. You're still going to get the wheel. This is your rewards from closing out whatever crap show that was and before, and the lessons, and you learned some stuff, and that's not all bad, but you closed it out. You haven't entered the new one because there's no fool here. You haven't hit the full stage yet, so you haven't chosen your timeline. You're still in that making a decision mode we just talked about, but you are absolutely going to extreme abundance. Like, y'all, like this might be new relationships, this might be new jobs, but the karma that you have to pay is honesty. You have to have an honest conversation. That wouldn't be here tied to the Wheel of Fortune if they weren't together, and that is maybe the karma you need to do. That's maybe part of your tie. You need to be honest with somebody. But again, you're going to be very happy you did. This is a different kind of reading. I don't know. Tell me about this Four of Swords. Again, donuts and a $50 bill. Maybe a Nuggets game. I don't know. I'm just saying. Broncos aren't playing, so I don't need a whole bunch of football comments either. I would tell you, but I would definitely get some comments if I told you which football team I like. Those that know me, shut up. I don't want to hear it. All right, bottom of the deck. I can't pull one, so it's always bottom of the deck, right? What are you in your head about? What are you meditating over? Giving this other person, your cup of love. You're stuck in your head. You're full of fear. You're thinking it's about money. You don't have enough. You feel lack. You feel like, I get the sense, I'll just say this, I don't know, I'm not in your head, but I get the sense that there's so much zhizh that happened in this that it's just too much. It's just too much. There's no way you can, how do you make amends, right? Where do you start? That's the message I get. What do I say? Sorry for being blah, blah, blah and doing blah, blah, blah. And there's not enough words. That's what you're feeling. Listen, regardless of how you approach this, an amend is amend is amend. And if anybody has it in their heart, they're gonna grant you forgiveness because they're a decent human being. Clearly, they're a decent human being. They're the 9, right? They're approachable. They may not want to enter a new relationship. I don't know what y'all did. I'm not judging. Definitely not me. But I don't think people understand the power of forgiveness. Let me tell you a little story while I'm shuffling anything else I'm actually going to get a new deck just for fun. I was assaulted for a long time on a bus. True story. A long time. By older kids. I can't believe I'm actually sharing this on national TV. The irony is when I was in my 20s, I drank a lot. Not because of it, but it didn't help. Let's put it that way. Felt pretty powerless as a child, middle schooler. And as I got older, I drank over some of this damage that happened, right? I cannot believe I'm telling you this, but apparently somebody needs to hear this. It's coming out. Here we go. So I'm at a conference, and I had some sobriety, a significant amount of sobriety my first round. I had 20 years. Yep, got sober at 20 years. I'm a keynote speaker at a conference. Yep, I sure was. Youngest person, I was probably 23, 24, somewhere around this. And this guy, who's now an adult, is walking towards me, the same guy who offended me and assaulted me every single day on this bus. And he apologized, and he was sincere, and he was genuine, and he was humble, and he was authentic. And I was shocked because I recognized him. He goes, I don't know if you remember me. And I said, I absolutely remember you. Where's that Queen of Swords? Yes, I remember you. My sword was drawn, and I was ready to give him hell. And I didn't. I was an adult, but I didn't want to engage. I just wanted to run off that platform. And he said what I did was absolutely horrific. Told me a story about him being victimized as a child, and he acted out. He got some therapy, and he received some help, and he wanted to know if I would forgive him. And I absolutely forgave him. And at that moment, I feel in my heart, and I know this is not about tarot, but this is about what I think the power of this weekend might be, right? Is that second I dropped probably 25 million pounds off me, and I didn't even know I was carrying it. I was holding myself prisoner to that. I was holding myself prisoner to that. I didn't have the bandwidth at the time as a child, of course, to have the conversation, but more importantly, as an adult, I didn't let him off the hook, but I forgave him, but I got freed that day. It was pretty cool. I remember that day, and I appreciate y'all for taking the extra minute and listening to that story. Somebody out there, I feel, needed to hear it, I guess. And I want you to know that your words are powerful. Manifestation is real, and healing can occur, and you don't even know that you're the physician, and you hold the power in your hands and in your mouth. Nine of Swords up in their head. They feel bad. They do. Anything else, Spirit, you want to share? It's going to ask you judgment. I already talked about that. Judgment had been called, but this is your higher self saying, what should you do in this situation? Tell me, Spirit, is there anything else that you should share with these folks? Just find people that have anything? It's a great weekend, y'all. Pretty decent read. The Hierophant. That's a traditional marriage card. Seven of Cups. You're looking at all your options. Both of you are. Lastly, the Wheel. The Wheel of Fortune. So just remember, this one came out with the Ace of Swords. So I do believe if you have karma tied to this relationship, and it doesn't matter who did what or who's more at fault, or you don't understand, Mario, what they did, doesn't matter at the end of the day. Were you completely innocent through the entire relationship? But then sure, you don't owe any amends. But I do believe that this Queen of Wands may feel differently about it. You might have to have a conversation with her and own your side of the street. You're very nostalgic for it. It's the same. It's a repeat. Four of Wands, Six of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. Making that decision. Am I going to make amends? Am I not? Am I going to go for it and have a conversation about this lovely Two of Cups or not? Hell of a weekend. Looks like you all might be busy. You may want to get some donuts. I'm just saying. With that 50 you found in your pocket. Because that's about how much they cost anymore for a dozen. I'm just saying. The good ones. You know, the glazed are about like $5-6. Anything else, Spirit? Okay. Got a couple more cards out. Making a decision on the bottom of the deck. Up in your head. Six of Pentacles again. Six of Swords wanting to take you to something better. They're going to come forward. That's you. I think you're going to want to come forward. Maybe. Six of Pentacles is, again, this is much better than this. This is, but these are new beginnings. That's what this means. You can Google it. I would encourage you Googling it. Yeah. Yeah. Six of Pentacles in reverse. In the upright, somebody's actually giving back when they were holding back. This one is a brand new beginning that you're walking into. That's kind of cool. So you got the Five of Swords. You are still up in your head. And this is, again, nobody's in this card. Just you. Full of anxiety. Back and forth. Back and forth. Should I, should not? Whoever's watching this, you all are thinking way too damn much. Put your thinker on the shelf. Well, y'all. If you want to chat about this conversation, you can surely book a time with me. I do 30 and 60-minute sessions. Pretty affordable. At fourthdimensiontarot@gmail.com. Other than that, hit that like button. Please keep all the comments that are not positive to yourself. I love you all. It's just a way. Nobody has that time to write them, to read them. I love almost like 99% of them are extraordinary, and I love the healing that's happening. So you'll put something, somebody else will put something, and it's just extraordinary. This is what we're doing here, right? We're spreading light and love in 2024, becoming our highest versions of ourselves. Keep up the great work. I'm telling you, I'm so excited about all the journeys you're on, and I get to be a part of it. Thank you so very much for even considering me to be included in your walk. Thank you very much. Appreciate each and every one of you. Light and love. Have a great weekend, and I'll get your weekly reads ready this weekend for you per zodiac sign. Until then, take care.